Hello, Principal. Schools are reopening after COVID-19. First day of school after vacation is in itself a big thing. Butterflies fly in your stomach. More so, first day after COVID. Parents are wanting to send their students, their children, to school. For some students, this will be their first visit to school, and some students will find it hard to recollect their routine at school during pre COVID time there. Principals will need to have utmost clarity on the following points. Number one, school timings. Number two, ID cards for students and teachers with appropriate information on it. Number three, material and venue for orientation. Number four, places where the students would go around. Number five, circle time for introduction. Number six, activity time for socialization. Number seven, curriculum time, introduction if required for students. A complete planning of the day way ahead will help a principal to conduct the first day at school after COVID with ease, comfort, and safety. Orientation sessions are a must for teaching staff, non-teaching staff, custodians, and parents. Use technology to orient all these staff and the stakeholders. Teaching staff must be oriented on number one, how the day would be conducted. Number two, the role and responsibility of the teacher concerned. Number three, classes, timetable, and class teacher. Number four, names of students, classes, and their mother tongue. Number five, staggered timings for recess. Non-teaching staff must be oriented on number one, sanitizer and water points. Number two, to keep ID cards of students ready and the rest protocol information of school. Number three, labeling of a few important areas at school. Custodians, drivers, attendants must be oriented about number one, dealing with students with care, answering students and parents politely, staggered timings of recess, transportation protocols, and the rest of the protocols as per school norms. And now, how to welcome the students to school. Principals, please do remember that there are two types of homegoing students. Number one, pupils with parent pickup. Number two, pupils with transportation facility. As per Stephen Covey, remember to keep the end in mind. ID cards can be prepared accordingly with a different color code for the parent pickup and those using transportation facility. Let the teachers paste a small thumbnail sticker for class codes on these ID cards. The more the clarity, the better it is for leaders. Now, regarding welcoming the student, how to decorate the classroom. Not to miss home, the foundation stage student must be given a grand welcome at school. Connectivity should be the niche of the school. Decorate the classrooms with personalized greeting cards and pictures. Students pick up these greeting cards and their attendance subsumed. Paste pictures on the desks of the students to show them their way to their seats. Parent orientation will also be a part of the school reopening program. Parents must be advised to orient their children about number one, being under the care of a teacher. Number two, do's and don'ts for socializing with friends. Number three, to follow the class teacher or mentor or buddy's instructions while at school. Number four, to ask their children to wear ID cards without fail. Number five, not to forget to hand over their children to a teacher or any other teacher assigned at school. Parents, please think of staggered timings for recess if they go good for your school. Use of common areas will be easier than expected when there are staggered timings for recess. Yes, circle time will be very helpful for knowing the classmates and their friends. Introducing each other will be a base for honing or inculcating their socializing skills. Students begin to hone their socializing skills here. Take a few selfies with students, do a school tour, share those pics in groups to keep them in touch with the school after they go home. Recess time must be well utilized to eat snacks. COVID norms must be followed now. Until now, the students will be coming into the mood of the school. This will set the tone for them. Sanitizing hands to be done at this point of time on the first day. The last segment for the day is home time, going home without any chaos. Methodically planned bus routes, staggered time for pickup and bus boarding, labeling on the bus seats, color codes already on the IDs, orientation to the custodians and the driver's attendance than earlier. Driver briefed about the drop points will ensure the safe reach of students. Parent whose children reach home by bus will have to post a message, "My child reached home safely," to close the day. A well planned first day will put things in order for the next day too. Well begun is half done. A happy principal becomes a leader for a happy school. Subscribe, like, or share this video if you have really found it worthy.